Okay, I'm back. Um, so first of all, I'm gonna let you know I'm drinking my bulletproof coffee here, which is, of course, is essential for keto. Not really essential because you don't have. It doesn't have to be coffee. It can be tea if you want it to be. But it has all your butters, MCT oil, coconut oil, all the good stuff that you want and need in a bulletproof to get your day started. Um, so for me, I started back in May of 2018, and it all started. Well, first of all, let me just back up. I've always been heavy. I've always been a heavy woman, heavy child, heavy young lady, however you want to put it. I've always been heavy, and I think at my heaviest, and um, I will be 40. Actually, today is the 12th of September, so I will be 40 on the 22nd of September. Yes, Virgos, use hashtags. Virgo hashtag sapphire. See the nails? See the nails? Yes. Don't worry about this. This is going to be sapphire too. It's just, it's a process. Anywho, so I started back in May of 2018, and what came about with that, which I'll show you probably later on down the line, I ended up needing to have knee surgery, and come to find out, the doctors were like, "Yeah, we not gonna touch you till you like a certain weight." Um, Now, going back beforehand, I have tried everything to lose weight. I've tried the lipozine products. I've tried Shake It Baby. If anybody knows about that, that just came out. I think it was like last summer or something like that. And I did the Shake It Baby products. I did that for maybe like about 3 months, which, of course, just like any other diet, it becomes pricey because you got to keep buying the products and all that other stuff. And I was losing weight, but it was like a pound, 2 pounds, like per month, something like that. It was something crazy. Then I did a Fig Newton diet. With that, you just eat Fig Newtons and water. When I tell you I have tried everything under the moon you can think about, I have done it. So went to a nutritionist, and so what my problem was is that I could go all day and not eat. And I don't know if you've seen in my previous post when I was talking about what, I wanted to do for my channel. I have 5 children. They're a lot older now, but especially back then when I was having the kids, or as they were getting older, like I said, that I had 5 children. So some were in basketball, baseball. Then you had the honor society, and they were, how it is having children. They keep you busy. You're always running. So I would grab my coffee in the morning, and between dealing with them and going to work, I was, I'm out and I'm running. So I would, go all day on just having coffee or just drinking coffee all day. So the nutritionist was like, okay, no. What's happening is your body is storing fat, and so by the time you eat or whatever have you, your body doesn't know which way to go. So it's trying to store whatever it is that you're eating because your body is like in starvation mode because it doesn't know what it's going to eat again. So this is why you can't lose the weight. And so I'm like, okay, so she put me on this, I think it was uh 2,000 calorie diet or something like that. So of course, I'm doing it and I'm watching all the calories, what's in what and how much to eat, and I'm just making sure that I'm eating all day. By this time, like I'm getting to the point because mind you, I'm not used to eating like that. So like I was starting to get like nauseous because I'm eating so much food that I'm not used to. Um, and so, yeah, I went back to her. And so she's like, okay, well, we'll just reduce it to like 15,000 calories. And I could be wrong with the numbers. It's something like that. But it was something really crazy like that where she put me on this. But basically what she wanted me to do was make sure that I ate throughout the course of a day. So at this point, I'm running my own home care business. By the way, that's what I do. That's what I'm licensed for, and I love it dearly. When I say home care, it's a home health care business where we go in and we take care of people in their homes or whatever have you. So at this point, I'm running my own business, including dealing with the kids and all this other stuff. So it's like really, at this point, hard for me to get anything in my system. And in the meantime, my knee is just getting worse. Because, mind you, anybody who knows anything about home health care or taking care of anybody, whatever have you, sometimes you have to lift people. So at this point, I have not only my own heavy weight on me, but now I'm adding someone else's weight onto my leg. So at this point, I'm like limping, I'm in pain, and I'm like, something has got to give. And when I tell you, I've went to like, I'm gonna say at least probably 4 or 5 doctors. And so they'll go from, oh, you just need to lose the weight. You'll be fine. You'll do good. Just lose the weight or whatever have you. Then I had one doctor tell me, oh, you're just knock-kneed. And, that once you lose the weight, you basically my leg will fix itself. And I'm looking at him like, you are the dumbest doctor I have ever seen in my life. I've always been knock-kneed. My mother was knock-kneed. It's just something that just happens or whatever have you. Anyway, so then I had another doctor, and I have to find the paperwork. In the next video, when I'll show you guys my knee and all that other good stuff, I'm going to tell you what the actual process is that he has to do in order to fix my knee. So at this point, they're just giving me pain meds. They're giving me naproxen and, just take ibuprofen and, like Tylenol 3 and all of this. Now, mind you, I'm telling you, I still have a business to run, and I still have a family to take care of. I can't be walking around on drugs all day. But mind you, in this time, I'm also in pain. And I'm like, like somebody's got to do something. Like, this is crazy. So I finally found this one doctor. And he's the one that I was telling you about that's going to do the surgery that actually, pointed out everything that's going to need to be done and all that other stuff. And like I said, I'll show you that on the next video. So he's like, but the thing is, you're too young to have a knee surgery or knee replacement. So what we want to do is just go in and blah, 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 fix it, da, 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 da. But the problem is that if you still have this weight on you, it's not going to hold. So you got to lose this weight. And I think, well, I'm not going to say by law, but this is something that the doctors go by, especially, I guess, replacing joints. Like, you have to be a certain weight. And at this point, I'm like 30-something years old, and I'm like 315 pounds, and I'm all of 5'2". So, yes, I was a big little short dumpling. Yes, I was. So he's like, you got to get this weight off you. So I'm like, okay. So at this point, this is when I was trying the Shake It Baby product. And so I'm doing the Shake It Baby. Now, with Shake It Baby, you don't have to worry about eating because you just drink the product because it has all the nutrients and all that other stuff in it. So you could just make it and go on about your day and you're good to go. So I'm like, okay, so I'm doing the Shake It Baby product and I'm just like, I'm thinking I'm doing something or whatever. So I have these 2 girlfriends, right? These 2, they started the keto diet. And so, they're telling me about it. And my one girlfriend who like really did the research on it and all that other stuff had got my other girlfriend on it. So we talk like every morning. These are like my road dogs and I say this because we talk every morning. But when we talk in the morning, sometimes it just be God support, just shooting the hay or shooting the shit, whatever you want to call it. But a lot of the times it's about, what are our plans? What are we doing? Stephanie, what's going on with the business? What else do you need? What's next? Are you hiring anybody? It's stuff like that to help you progress into being a successful Black woman. But these are the conversations that we have. So anywho, so she's telling me about keto. She's like, girl, you need to try this diet. It works and da-da-da-da-da. And she's like, all you do is you put butter in your coffee and you do this. And girl, make you some bacon and make some eggs with the bacon grease. And then I'm like, what is wrong with y'all? Y'all gonna have a heart attack. You are going to have a heart attack. Your moms will just go ahead and you will put me in it because I'm going to end up taking care of all y'all kids because both of y'all going to die. You're going to die. You're going to die. Eating all this grease, all this fat. And you when you cook your bacon, add a little butter on top of the bacon. When you're cooking this, put butter on this, put butter on that. I'm like, yo, you are talking about a huge heart attack. And at this point, which is another video, at this point, I'll get into why I was diagnosed. But I was diagnosed with AFib, which is like you have like heart palpitations and stuff like this. So I'm like, I can't afford to be fooling with my heart, messing with y'all on some daggone keto diet that ain't nobody ever heard of, blah, blah, blah. So at this point, let me just say, I was kind of mad at them, but this just goes to show how your girls and how real friends will have your back. So at this point, I'm doing the Shake It Baby. So I'm sending them like pictures like, "Ooh, girl, look, I feel better and my clothes is a little loose." Now, mind you, I hadn't necessarily went a size down. But my clothes was fitting a little bit looser, whatever have you. So then, like, I'm sending them pictures and they're like, "Girl, yeah, you look good, Stephanie. You look good. You sound good. We are proud of you. We happy for you, girl. You're going to have this knee surgery in no time, blah, blah, blah." Now, by this time, like I said, them two, they're still doing the keto diet. So I'm like 2 or 3 months in at this point, and we hadn't seen each other. We just talked to each other every morning. So we hadn't seen each other. And so my girlfriend, her daughter has a prom send-off. And so, of course, we're going to come through, and be there for the babies. So we get there, and I look at these two heifers, and I'm like, y'all look like straight freaking crackheads. What the hell? And it was like, "Girl, we told you about the keto diet. We told you." And I'm like, "How y'all boosted me up with my little Shake It Baby stuff, and y'all over here looking like twigs? Like, what the hell?" And so, needless to say, the day after I saw them, actually that night that I saw them, I'm like, "Okay, I'm sold. What do I need to do?" And my girlfriend gave me a rundown of how to start, told me about the keto flu, and just make sure that you have a lot of sodium, and make sure you get vitamins, and just telling me all the stuff to get started. And for me, like I've said earlier in this video, that I am a coffee drinker. So when she's telling me about the bulletproof coffee or whatever, of course, the first time I tasted it, I'm just like, I'm just looking at it. I'm looking at it. I don't want to move the camera because it'll mess up. But eventually I'll show you what the bulletproof coffee looks like. But anyway, I'm looking at it, I'm just like, So I end up drinking it. And then, of course, after a while, it's nothing. But first off of even looking at it and tasting it, knowing what you put in it, you kind of skeptical. But the only thing that I kept in my head was the way that they look. Now, mind you, neither one of them were heavy women, but you could see, and the fact that I hadn't seen them in, maybe over a month or so like that, because we usually try to do like a girls' night where we, come together and just have some drinks and hang out or whatever. But of course, we're all mothers, all working mothers, whatever. So you're kind of busy, so you don't get a chance to do that all the time. So we'll do it like maybe once every 2 months or something like that. So anyway, but it was a dramatic change from when I saw them last. So that at this point, that's the image I'm keeping in my head. Like this is what I want. This is what I need in order for me to get this knee surgery and get out of pain, because I'm too young to be walking around limping or with a cane and a knee brace on. Which at this point, my doctors have told me you need to get a cane because you need some type of support. Because when I show you guys my knee, you're going to see like it's literally like it's like this is my leg and then this is my other leg, because it's like a K. Because of course they say that I'm knock-kneed, but yeah, it's not supposed to indent like that. And so anyway, so the very next day after we saw each other at the prom send-off, I started keto, and that was in May of 2018, and I've been on it ever since. And since then, my sister has a hairdresser that she's been going to faithfully. Really cool lady, really cool. She was also, she wasn't really heavy, but she saw the difference. She's like, "Girl, what are you doing?" I told her about it. And it's other people that have asked me, just from seeing me and my journey and knowing how heavy I was before, and to actually see me now. And they're like, "Girl, I'm sold." So on that note, that's what projected me, or the reason why I wanted to make my channel about doing keto, and that it is possible. I'm not a keto doctor. I can only go by what I've done and the research that I've done, and the people that I have linked to, such like Keto Connect, Dr. Berg, and watching their YouTube channels and stuff like that, that'll let you know a little bit about keto, and side effects and all this other stuff. So, but let me just point this out as well. Like I just said, I was diagnosed with AFib. So I was taking heart pills before I started keto. I have not taken a heart pill in over a year. I haven't needed it. Blood pressure is A1. They're like, I think I went to the doctor maybe, I'm gonna say a couple months ago, whenever it was. But I was sick, just had a, regular cold, just needed something for nasal or whatever. And so they're like, well, are you still taking it's a name for the pills. I don't remember what it is. That just goes to show you how long it's been since I've taken it. But basically, I'm gonna just say heart pills. Have you taken heart pills? I was like, no. And of course, at this point, they're looking at how much weight I've lost. They're like, well, what are you doing? I'm like, I'm doing keto. And the doctor's like, I heard about keto. That's not good, to eat all that fat and stuff like that. And Destiny's like, well, have you been taking your heart pills? Does the whole heart check, does the blood pressure. And he's just like, wow. Well, who said that you could get off your heart pills? Now, he's being funny, but he's like, who took you off your heart pills? I was like, nobody, me. Why am I taking medicines that I don't need? Well, how do you know that you didn't need it? I was because I wasn't having the heart palpitations anymore. I was having heart palpitations just that I could be sitting watching TV and my heart would just start going crazy. I didn't have any more of those episodes, so why am I taking medicine? He was like, okay, all right, fine. That's fine. And then just a real quick story. Then I'm going to let you guys go because this is running kind of long. My daughter had gotten sick over the summer. And so I took her to the pediatrician. So where I'm in there and I'm talking to the lady. My daughter is a little bit on the heavy side. I will have to say probably because it runs from me or whatever have you. Anywho, she's a little on the heavy side or whatever. So trying to figure out why she's swelling like she is. And it's like, this is crazy. At this point, she had tried keto, and I will show you some pictures of her in a later post as well. I got to make sure it's okay if she don't mind because she's at school right now. Anywho, she had started keto, and just like any typical kid, they want their sweets, their carbs, whatever. So she came off of it, gained some weight back. In addition, it was like this swelling that was like nonstop. So anyway, so go to the doctor, whatever. Come to find out that her thyroids were high, blah, blah, blah. They give her medicine. She's good to go. Swelling comes down. And the doctor's like, oh, it's probably just due to the summer heat or whatever. And I'm like, that doesn't make any sense. This isn't the first summer because she's 15. So this is not her first summer that she's ever been through. We know why she's swelling. Was there anything else? And I'm explaining to her, well, she came off the keto diet. And I know she had gained some weight back. Oh, that's what that is. She does not need to be on keto. Keto, that is an awful diet. And blah, blah, blah. Let me just say, I showed this doctor my before picture when I first started keto. And she's looking at me now in person. Homegirl crossed her legs and was like, okay, well, how did you start? By the time I left, I was giving her a list on what to buy from the grocery store so that she could start keto. The doctor. Yeah. Straight like that. All right, y'all. I'm going to let you go. I thank you guys for watching and tuning in. There is more videos to come. Love you guys and God bless. Peace.